Hi, it's Rebecca from Music Game Club. So I have a few questions for you. Do you want your students to have a strong foundation in music theory? Do you ask your students or require your students or have music theory homework for them every week? Do you struggle teaching music theory? Do you feel like music theory worksheets and books can be dry and boring? Do you need another way to explain a harder music theory concept to a student? So for me, once I really understood playing a music theory game is basically either reinforcing a music theory worksheet concept or something that we've talked about in the lesson. It's reinforcing it and sometimes even replacing it. So sometimes I have chosen to play a game versus doing a worksheet about it first. Sometimes I choose to play a game first, then turn the page in their book and reveal, guess what you're learning today? The theory concept we just learned about in your game. Now, I explain to them in their music or on the page what they're looking at and what they will be playing. So for me, it was a big mindset shift when I realized, wait, playing a game, a music game, is basically doing music theory with a student. So yes, I want to set a strong music theory foundation. Yes, music theory can be challenging to teach. Yes, music theory can be dry and boring. And guess what? Music theory games are the answer to all of those issues. It reinforces music theory concepts. It allows a student to see things in a different way. It brings excitement and fun. So if you struggle teaching or you're always looking for some other kind of way to explain it, maybe for the harder music theory concepts that you struggle to teach, or maybe your studio is just getting to where they are accelerating and advancing to a level that you've just never taught before. So music theory games is a great way to help lay that really strong foundation of music theory in your studio. There are different ways that you can approach playing games during lesson time. So one is to start with a game. So that's always super exciting. Think of yourself as a student. You arrive at your teacher's house and the first thing she says is, "Hey, let's play a game." Well, that's exciting. What a great way to start a lesson. So you're creating that fun bond with a student right from the beginning. And so guess what? They're probably going to want to come to lessons with you for a very long time. Another way is when you begin the lesson, say, I have something planned at the very last 5 minutes of your lesson. I have a music theory game handpicked for you today. It's super fun. Let's get going, let's get cracking, let's get to your music, let's work hard. And the last 5 minutes, I'm setting a timer right now, the last 5 minutes we're gonna play this music theory game. Well, that's a great way to streamline your focus with this student, and basically you've placed that reward at the end of their lesson. So that's another great way to approach playing games in lesson. Another way is right in the middle of the lesson or whenever either you or the student needs a break. So sometimes if a student is struggling to learn something, say they just keep getting stuck there, you can tell that they're trying hard, or maybe they are really getting it, but it is hard work. It could be one of your more advanced students is really trying to master maybe phrasing or articulation, and they're really working hard. It's nice to take a break and just say, you know what? Let's take a break. Let's celebrate. Let's sit down on the floor. Let's sit at a table. Let's play a game together. Another way to take a break in the middle of the lesson is sometimes you as a teacher, you just may need a break. Sometimes teaching student after student after student, it can be tedious. It can be very rewarding work, but sometimes we need a break. So sometimes I need a brain break. Sometimes I just need, you know what? Let's play a game. I think now's a great time to play a game. It just refreshes our outlook and it gives us a time away from the bench, away from the keyboard, away from the instrument to just kind of sit down and have fun, laugh a little bit, strategize with someone a little bit, teach a new concept. So it's great to begin a lesson with a game. It's great to end a lesson with a game, and it's also great at any point during the lesson to take a break and play a game. We will always have time for our games at Music Game Club because our games are 5 minutes or less.